A new COVID variant that was first detected last year has quickly become the dominant strain in the US. Nicknamed the Kraken variant by some, it surged through the nation and, according to the World Health Organization, has now been identified in at least 37 other countries. Is it more dangerous? Does it spread more easily? And how will it affect China's COVID outbreak? Here are all your questions answered. What is the new variant? XBB.1.5 is a descendant of the Omicron XBB subvariant, which is itself a cross between two earlier strains, BA.2.75 and BA.2.10.1. The original XBB variant has already caused waves of infection in countries including Singapore and India. How fast is XBB.1.5 spreading? It accounted for just 2% of all COVID cases at the start of December, though it surged to become the second most dominant strain. It was responsible for about 28% of all US infections in the first week of January. In the Northeast, that figure has jumped above 70%. Is XBB.1.5 more dangerous? It is exhibiting signs of immunity escape. That means it has an ability to evade natural immunity or previous protection provided by vaccines. Still, data remains limited on XBB.1.5's propensity to cause severe disease or death. Though it doesn't carry mutations linked to changes in severity, there is a lack of findings to make that claim conclusively. Has it reached China yet? China has yet to report any domestic cases of XBB.1.5. Shanghai has detected a handful of infections caused by the variant and said all were imported cases. Vaccines' effectiveness against XBB.1.5. WHO says getting vaccinated is still the best way to protect yourself and others from severe effects of XBB.1.5. While the XBB.1.5 variant has been classified as a variant of concern, it's important to remember that all variants of SARS-CoV-2 have the potential to cause severe illness and death. However, based on the initial research, it appears that the XBB.1.5 variant may be more transmissible and may have a higher risk of evading immunity from previous infection or vaccination. When it comes to vaccines, it's important to keep in mind that the vaccines have been shown to be effective against severe disease, hospitalization and death, even with the emergence of the new variants. Public health officials are continuously monitoring the effectiveness of vaccines against the new variants. It's important to keep in mind that the transmissibility of a virus is not the only factor that determines its impact. Other factors such as overall susceptibility of the population, vaccination coverage, and population immunity also play a role. It's also important to remember that there are other tools at our disposal to fight the virus. Testing and contact tracing, quarantine and isolation, and other mitigation measures are also essential to controlling the spread of the virus. The XBB.1.5 variant is a reminder that the COVID-19 pandemic is far from over, and that we must continue to be vigilant in our efforts to control the spread of the virus. It is important to keep an eye on the newest research as this may change over time. It's still early to say with certainty how well the vaccine will work against XBB.1.5. So, be sure to stay informed about the latest research on the XBB.1.5 variant and other variants, and follow the recommendations of public health officials. There is not a new booster that is targeting Kraken as of now. Experts instead point to the low rates of vaccination and booster vaccination for the already available ones. The vast majority of children have not been vaccinated at all, per data the November from the CDC. As the variants change, vaccine fatigue and, now, booster fatigue, has set in, but remaining up to date on vaccines and boosters that are authorized can help you do your part in limiting the spread. The newest boosters are still saving lives and keeping people out of the hospital. They're keeping secondary infections to a minimum and protect people against longer-term complications from COVID that can weaken the immune system. Overall, we must continue to work together to overcome this ongoing pandemic. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please do subscribe our channel to encourage us bring more content to help you keep healthy.